Hello, hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2, making sure this is all working. We are going to be live in just a couple of minutes. I have a couple of I have a lot of comments I want to get to and respond to on the stream from the videos that we put out today, and I hope you're doing well. I know it's a different time of day for me to be live. It's been a very long day and a half. As you can see, we put out some really sick content. I'm really proud of what we did. How are you guys doing? Yo, Mando. Hi. Hi, how are you doing, buddy? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hell yeah, we are in the building. So yeah, today we can do a couple of things. We can look at people's builds. We can do public lobbies. I am going to see Spider-Man in about 2 hours. So I'll probably turn stream off for that, and then we can go live again when I get back. I think that would be a good way to handle things. I think that would be great. Yeah, it's been awesome. An awesome, awesome time. Can I look at your Galanza? Yes. Let me just go put up the lobby now. Let me just go put up the lobby now, and then, you know. I was doing some farming in the background. Leveling up my weapons so I could play some more Siegfried and Percy. I hadn't fully leveled everything yet. Password. Crabs. Yeah, we got you, CJ. Did you see the defense video today? Because I feel like it's very insightful towards creating a build that has efficacy and tanking while still dealing damage, right? I know people talk about effective hit points. I avoid certain terminology when I'm making videos like this that have breakdowns because I don't want to lose anyone, right? If I just say like 60 is more than 40, you don't need to know that one gives you better effective HP, yo? Wait, is it not connecting? Do we have the bug right now? The lobby's not connecting. I'll give it a minute. a minute. Yeah, I gotta do the lag switch thing. I don't know why it's doing this. Maybe we'll restart Steam. Okay, double checking that the stream stayed live while we did that. Double checking that the stream stayed live. And then we're just gonna restart the game. I'm gonna restart Steam completely because it's possible that there was an update or something. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. You're still at work, Mando? You have something to hold on to the last hour of your shift. Yay! How's your Warframe stuff been going? I feel bad that I haven't been playing it much lately. I've just been, you know, I'm really fostering the Grand Blue community. I really love it. I really love it. All right, and launch it up. So I've seen people playing a lot of these. They call them like friend slop games, right? But I've been seeing people playing this new one. I don't remember its name, but you're like these little duck dudes, and you're like guiding people through these rooms. All right, game's launching. Hopefully, it fixes the lobby. It'd be nice. We'll see. We will see. It's also so hot in my room. Connecting. Connecting. Let's go. Please create a good lobby. If we can't, we could just do our solo. Like we're gonna go for the true solo otherwise. But yeah, I'm trying to get this up for you. I'm trying to get this up for you, CJ. I don't know what your summons will be though. You're gonna have to tell me. For like your passives, your secondary traits. Okay, cool. The lobby's up. Nice. Session settings. I'll just put this in chat. Here you go. Session ID. U5SK D26V 530C 581U. Password crabs. There. That is in both chats. And then also pin this message. Comprehensive guide is up there. And then I'll put this video here as well so that you guys can see it. I'll link it in both chats and pin it. War Elemental. Oh, yeah, you got the good ones. War Elemental, Spartan, Berserker. Yeah, you got the good ones. You're good. Oh, yeah, so pop in, and then we'll take a look. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so where is the you're missing something. Okay, where are what are we working with? What are you trying to do? What's your goal? You have damage cap. You have supplement. You have berserker. Oh my god! Wait, you're changing gear. I'm gonna wait. This just went up to like 90. Okay, you equip everything, and then I'll take a look. Let me know when you're ready and what you're trying to obtain, and then we'll tackle. We'll tackle together. In the meantime, I've been thinking about what we want to do for the next video, because this one, people had asked for the defenses about like a week and a half ago, right? And I didn't have the time to sit down. I knew when I dove into this, it was going to be a long time. So I had to make time for this. And I want to make a shorter version, but this one had to be this long. It was actually like 2.5 hours. I trimmed it down. It had to be this long to cover everything I wanted to cover. Yep. All right. Let's see if your build is all set up now. You're still missing 2 things. Okay, I'll just take a look. I'll take a look now. So you have Stout Heart. Oh, did you just change? Okay, you did just change. You put Aqua in. Okay, let's take a look. You have Stout Heart in. You have Steel Nerves. You have Garrison, and you have Stronghold. Obviously, this Garrison can get leveled. I'm not going to look at the level. You have Greater Aegis, and you have Regular Aegis with Uplift and Regen. You have 2 levels of regen. Do you not have access to Divergence? And the reason I ask this is because if you look, your 2 levels of regen, once that 11 is leveled up, it's going to actually be 34. Your 2 levels of regen will provide 3.9% recovery. If you did 1 regen and 1 divergence, you would have 4.2%. So it's actually better if you run 1 divergence. Even though the divergence is capped at 15, it's still better. Yo, Zalt, for it to be initially 2.5 hours and still be able to cut it in half is rather impressive. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so part of that was my brain, right? I watched it back and I repeated myself several times. So I was able to cut all that out and stuff. So that was cool. How are you doing today, buddy? Also, thank you for the cheer the other day. I think I was like so distracted by the emote being so large that I forgot that it was due to like a cheer happening. So I was thank you. Thank you. Not to be a snoop, but my numbers have been great with the Grand Blue community. You've been on maintenance mode in Warframe the last few weeks yourself, Mando. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I really do think I found a good niche in Grand Blue because I love sharing the information. And it's like Monster Hunter, and I love Monster Hunter, you know? Yeah, you're going to need crab vestments. That part's clear, CJ. You can use it as a regular sigil. You can use it as a regular sigil. That's fine. Okay, you have everything where it needs to be. Let me take a look. So we have Lumen and Ventus and Damage Cap and Supplement with Berserker and Spartan, War Element, Fate Break, and Celestial Aqua. For now, Aqua is sharing a slot with a regen. Can this change to a Divergence something? You just got finished completing your CAG. Nice. I need to complete Siegfried's weapons before I make the video for him. I feel like if I made the video for the unending perfect tech, people would probably flame me for being weak because I don't have them fully built yet. Yeah, if you can replace this with a regen something, then do that. And then what is this agent? What is this uplift sharing with? Uplift is sharing with the stun power. Okay. What is HP with? Damage cap, and stronghold. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a recommendation. Remove Garrison. Garrison is sitting pretty with what? With Ventus. Okay, remove Garrison. See if you can do this. See if you can do this, CJ. For now, remove Garrison and Lumen. Or Garrison and Aqua. Whatever you got to do to remove those. And then put in Crab Vestments. It's going to be better than running the Garrison. So if you haven't watched the video yet, it is live. You can watch it at your leisure. Like, I'm going to be gone for the movies anyways. So if you wanted to watch it, then you could. But Garrison, basically, when you're at full HP, it does 0. It does nothing. There's no minimum. And it doesn't actually reach 70% until you're dead. So it's kind of shitty, in my opinion. You have to say the defense video is enlightening. You'll be adjusting your builds to say the least. Yay, Amaterasu. Was Garrison a surprise to you? Because it was a surprise to me. Also, Fatebreaker being additive with steel nerves was also crazy. So in case you didn't know that, CJ, yeah. So your Stout Heart's going to provide 30% MIT because it's 25 base. And then you have 5% hidden away in your defensive masteries. You have them. I guarantee you have them. So yeah, you have 30% mitigation from Stout Heart. And then Steel Nerves is the 15, which combines with the Fatebreaker to make 20, which combines with the 5% defensive sigil to make 25. And then you have 1, 2, 3. It looks like you have 2 defensive sigils on right now. So you're getting 12% defense there, right? So you have 12, and then the Fatebreaker and the other one is, it makes it 22, and then the Steel Nerves is the 15. So you're at 37% MIT from Steel Nerves times. So it's 37%, which is 0.63. So 0.63 times 0.7, and you know that 6 times 7 is 42. So, you have roughly, your MIT's like 58%, basically. TLDR, it's looking okay right now. Your build's looking okay. Yeah. But yeah, if you remove Aqua or you remove Lumen and get rid of Garrison, you can put Crab Vestments in. And then the other thing I would do is shift a regen. Shift a regen over to Divergence. You don't really need Uplift. You can use it if you want. You don't really need it. You can use it if you want. Does that help? You're surprised Garrison was kind of not that great? Me too. Me too. But yeah, if you guys want to join the lobby, I'll keep the lobby hidden up here again. I'll pop it back up on the list. We're just looking at builds and helping you guys right now, and then we can run content when we want to run content. But in between looking at builds, I am taking the time to read every single comment that you guys have listed. I've been on Reddit because videos posted on Reddit as well, so I've been reaching out to people there. I've been reaching out to people on YouTube. We did set up a coffee, which is basically like a Patreon, I guess. It's like you can donate. Instead of like a subscription monthly, you could donate like one time or whatever. And then, it helps me achieve my goals. So like right now the goals are to continue working on these videos and step away from my other job, right? Because I get to work on more for you guys that way. Will you be immortal? Yeah. You'll be more immortal than you are now. You'll be more immortal than you are now. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, Cheese, sadly you're off to work. No! Yo, Ela, yo, Garar. If you guys also, if you want to just run a quest, you could just put it up. How is your Sendelfon doing? Dude, Seofon's so cool. I started building him. But he's not done yet. Dude, look at you guys. Me when angels show up. I know he's not. Seofon's not an angel, right? He's just considered like the strongest dude or something like that. Fuck yeah. Gonna go make changes. Sounds good, CJ. I hope that those changes will help you. Just if you can't fit everything in that I said, it's okay. It's okay. You know, don't worry about it. You can fit it in easily? Hell yeah. Good. So I wanted to make some changes to my build, which we could do now. The first thing I'm going to do... Oh, I can also tell you this, CJ. Are you keeping your deathmatch finale up pretty well? If you are, get rid of Stoutheart. If you're not, use Stoutheart. But like, if you're able to keep it pretty well, then just take it out, because while you're in deathmatch finale, you do have Stoutheart. If you find Stoutheart is falling because you're leaving stance, then yeah, you wanna continue to run. Oh, actually, I'm using Crab Vestment as a sigil right now, which is fine because there's also a skill. But yeah, basically, you don't need to run it for Steel Nerves to be active. You will just be in Stoutheart when you are in your deathmatch finale. But again, if it's dropping, I think I just said this like 3 times. I apologize. My brain is kind of like walking in circles right now because I think my air conditioner stopped working so efficaciously because I have to double check it, but I believe, Jay, that the duct tape started coming off of the seal that we have on the window. So there's just like a giant open window that it's venting out to right now. So I gotta go take a look at that and see if I could put it back up. Because we have like our window's not a standard size, so we have to do some finagling to make it work. You never played Sandy before? You tried him since you're building everyone. He's now one of, if not your favorite character. What tree do you prefer? What tree do you prefer? How much HP should you have, Jace? Oh, dude, Jace, can you? Okay. What about Berta? Berta's kind of more like the Galanza. Or I guess Raccoon is like Galanza. Your HP depends. If you're running Terminus weapon, you have to be under 200,000 or exactly 200 for you to maximize your Terminus weapon. Otherwise, it's not really working. With Ascension, I like to sit somewhere pretty around 500k so that Divergence and Regen do their job. Regen and Divergence are going to give you healing over time relative to your max HP. So while my HP is this low, I'm getting like 18k, 22k per heal. But if I can jump up to 500k plus, Regen and Divergence end up being much more powerful. They end up being much more powerful. Yeah, the shirtless mode, CJ. Oh, I should have just said it that way, yeah. When you're shirtless, nobody can knock you down. When you have shirt, people can knock you down. Yo, mister, how are you doing? How do you manage to not burn out from playing? You guess you can argue that I enjoy stream interactions, etc., or building a new character, but you would still like to know because you lost interest lately. I'm going to go check on my air conditioner in a second, but I'll leave you with this real quick, and hopefully it'll make sense. Have you ever played Monster Hunter before? I've been playing Monster Hunter since the very first game. Rathalos is always going to be Rathalos. I have 50,000 hours in Monster Hunter games. I also have like 14 years of Final Fantasy 14, and I used to do a lot of parsing and speedrunning. I do the world race now and stuff, but like I love games. I do. I just love games. I like working my brain. I don't use like mods and tools and stuff that make things easier. I like to exercise my brain. So for me, I'm working, right? When I'm playing games, I'm working my brain. So it's stimulating. And I guess that's how I don't burn out. Sometimes I get tired and I want to play something else, so I do. Or, I just go for a swim or go for a walk or hang out with my family. But like, yeah, I guess that's That's how I feel right now. Getting back into the game, you're going through the ultimate MSQ right now. It's rough at times. Keep mixing up your defense and roll buttons, blah. I feel that. I feel that. Whenever I take a big break, it can be troubling. Sometimes when I swap between this and Monster Hunter, I just press completely wrong buttons. I remember when I went to go play Dual Blades on Wilds, I had been playing Lancelot, so I was trying to dodge with my triangle, and I'm like, ah, crap. Ah, crap. You're currently doing a Vayne build, and you want to ask if I could take a look? I can, Dice. Yeah, I can. I think we have room in the lobby. I'm going to put the lobby ID up, or I'll put it up on my screen, and then I really got to go take a look at my air conditioner, so there's the lobby ID. You can join, and I can take a peek. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Thank you guys for being patient. I think I have the air conditioner under control. Let me tell you, if you guys have never been homeowners, it is a pain in the balls. So we built a house last year, and I have my own office building now, and it's been a lot. Okay, it's been a lot. Yo, Slime, welcome in. Yo, Eid, welcome, welcome. All right, did you get into the lobby? Okay, Dice, did you get in here? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, GK, this you? Oh, dude, Io's really cool too because she can shield gate. I don't know if people even call it shield gating in Grand Blue. I do. Basically, it means that you're activating an effective invulnerability while you have a shield up. But she can run... Are you running it? Yeah, you're running Nyx. Okay, yeah. Yeah, basically she could stay at 100... At like 1 HP point, right? She could stay at 1 HP point. She'll have a 90k shield and just like live forever. She'll just live forever. It's fine. Loven Bane Yag? Okay, so you're running Immortal Vayne. Cool. For context, it's a semi-tank, semi-DPS build. Okay, you're leveling him currently. Ah, yes, I can see he's at 42. Okay, so he's at 42. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. First thing we're going to do. I'm going to check the 3 checkpoints. Do you have Supplement, Berserker, Spartan, and War Elemental? So War Elemental's number 1. Yes, you have it. The Echoes are number 2. Supplement. Okay, good. All those boxes are checked. Damage cap. This is good. This is fine. Your other sigils can be leveled. That's why I know this will hit level cap, right? Because they're only at 13. That's okay. Next, I'm going to check your character sigils. Okay, I assume you're running Awakening? Yes, you have Awakening. So, in case you guys are wondering how I can tell, right, that Dice here is using the Awakening is because Creed and Will, you can see that they're both on the second slot below the 99 on Krieger. They're both in the second slot. That's how I actually know when you guys show me your builds, what you're using and where you're using it. Like this Greater Aegis, I know this is a defensive sigil because it's in the second row, third slot, level 15, and it's a blue-green sigil. That means it's defensive, and it is paired with stun power, which I think is possibly a loss because you do want to have main stat sigils. So here's something that I'll teach you guys. I'm sure a lot of you already know. When you have the mastery trait, there's a mastery trait, right, that gives you damage cap based on each basic type sigil, right? It's 20% here. Every single character has this. And then somewhere in the second tree, I'm sorry, third tree, they have another one, right? So you get a total of 40% for basic type. But I will ask you guys a question at home. Let's look for stun power. Stun power. Okay, cool. Stun power. Let me ask you guys a question at home. Let's see if you guys know the answer. Does this damage cap stun power proc the basic sigil mastery trait? Or does it not proc the mastery sigil? Like, does this one give us the extra 40% or no? It doesn't, nope, no, it doesn't. Correct, yes, good, yeah, okay, so I just want to make sure people know this because I still have people commenting each day that are like, oh my god, I have to go to synthesis because it matters. You have to sigil synthesize if you want them in a specific order for certain things. This is an attack sigil, exactly. And you could tell because you see like the Assassin's Creed icon on the sigil, or like it's like, you know, Goss from Warframe, like that symbol, that icon. If it's a basic, you see like this star pattern, right? It's like a bullseye. It's like a bullseye with a snowflake. This is the main stat, basic sigil type, and then the green blocky one is your defense. Okay, so that being said, Vayne. Oh, I did not check out your masteries while I was looking, but I trust that they're probably good. But yeah, we have a party going right now. You have a question about the world and blocking his quickening mage. What is your question? I can answer. What is your question? It does proc the attack mastery trait, but I think a lot of characters don't need that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys know any characters that need to proc all of the attack percents, I stand corrected. I don't play every single character. Sigils is a maze for you, blah. You need to relearn everything. I do have a sigil video for beginners. I have one where I start with nothing. I take off everything, and I just go little bit by little bit, and I try to make it very palatable, just very little. And then we have other ones that dive in deeper. Yo, maybe where to skip to see the numbers on the screen that were blurred out at the beginning? You mean the chart? I'll show you some stuff. This is not public yet, okay? If I show you this chat, you guys all agree we're just going to keep it a secret? Hush, hush. This is just between you, me, and the internet, right? All right, everybody, keep secret. I gotta make it bigger. Sorry, hold on. Make it bigger. It's on my ultra wide monitor. There's like, you know, if I take these rows and I move them all over here. Boom. It's on a spreadsheet. I am making a calculator for you guys. I am making a calculator. It's not ready yet, so it's not actually in the video. I'm making this calculator, and I'll share it with the public when it's ready. And then when we do our 5-minute breakdown guide, I will include a link to this, and I'll include a link to the hour video. As you can see, like some of the rules are not valid yet. And I will basically, I want you guys to be at home if you're like, Rin, I'm not very good at math, but I want to know what's good. And this is what I have available. Instead of waiting for me to be live and asking to see the build, which I'm more than happy to do, but I'm not always here. I want you guys to be able to be at home and be like, oh yeah, I just, you know, I have this, I have this, I have this, right? And then like, what is our mitigation? And then it'll show you, right, on your character. This is a work in progress. I just started it last night. You thought I did it as bait? No. This is real. Yep, this is real. That's not bait. The reason why this was blurred out is actually okay. So maybe there's actually a really silly reason why this is blurred out. So I blurred it out in the video instead of showing these numbers because I made a mistake. And rather than showing you a value on screen that was wrong, I blurred it. And I had already processed like 80% of the video. You know what I mean? So the mistake is that this garrison is not 3.5 to 70%. It is 0 to 70%. The other mistake is Stoutheart is 30%. 25% plus 5% from masteries. That is the reason that was blurred out in the first place. Otherwise, it was just going to be there straight up. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't bait. I didn't want bad information out there. Does that make sense? That's it. Oh yes, yeah. Just don't tell anybody, chat. This is between you, me, and the internet. Don't tell anyone. But yeah. Basically, blah blah. That's like that's stuff for later. You don't have to worry about it too much. Also, if you guys hear me talking to one chat and it doesn't make sense, it's because we are multi-streaming to both Twitch and to YouTube. You're running Resolve right now, Dice? Hell yeah. Oh, I see it right here too. Yeah, dude, Booming Beatdown is the best, in my opinion. I think this is the best one. Yo, Karma, you like the video? Good, I'm glad. Thank you for watching. Will the spreadsheet have the character-specific stuff? Like, it's yes. There's a number of stuff too. Also, what I would like to have, I don't know if you guys care about this, but I would like to also include things like blocks. You know, blocks parries and stuff. Like, when Vayne uses his triangle, he's still going to take damage, but it's incredibly diminished. When you use Galanza's Eye of the Storm, it's still reduced damage. And I would like to include that as well. Does Garrison give you 3.5? No. That was the problem. That was the problem, Gara. It gives you 0. It gives you 0. I actually cover that in the video. There's a whole Garrison section where I'm really disappointed. I got so upset. I got really upset. Can you have Immortal Vayne without Crab Vestments and Immortal Shell? Yes. Vayne is exceptionally tanky. I'm going to continue looking at this build, and then I'll keep reading chat. I want to get through this, so that way I can help you out because you've been very patient. Okay, so you have Damage Cap, Supplement, your Echoes, your Fatebreaker, your War Elemental. You have your Character Sigils, and your Warpath. Steady Focus for so I don't think Vayne can use this, but I assume it's on your Warpath. It is on your Warpath. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If you have something else, use it. Vayne's not really using Steady Focus, and the defense isn't active, just in case you weren't aware. I do cover that as well in the video. I forgot to add Steady Focus on a character that does do Wind Up to show you guys, but basically the way this works, you don't have to trust me. You don't have to believe my words, but because I forgot, I want to mention it. The way that Steady Focus works is if a character does a charged attack, you will have defense 20% added while you are charging. The very moment you release the charge and begin the attack, you lose the Stout Heart and you lose the defense. Yeah, Karma, I can answer that easily. Any damage up skills prior to Endless Ragnarok, such as Overdrive Assassin, Break Assassin, Charged Attack, those all deal pre-cap damage, so they do not help you. The new ones that deal extra damage gained, you know, like on Ventus and stuff, those are Endless Ragnarok specific traits and sigils. All of the other ones are waste. Curious question, isn't it better to have Fatebreaker on a summon so you can open a sigil slot for something different? No, 7, you can actually fuse Fatebreaker. Fatebreaker could be sigil synthesized. It's Berserker Echo, Spartan Echo, War Element that can't. Fatebreaker can. So you could put Fatebreaker on like a stun or on drain or whatever, right? Yeah. But you can absolutely use Fatebreaker on a summon. No problem. It's okay. Okay, so you have Nimble Onslaught at level 30. Good. You do not need all of this uplift. With the current state of the game, I would only recommend, and this is your choice, I would only recommend 1 uplift. You can use the Warpath with Rupee Tycoon. It's a little bit of extra rupees. Like, that's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I would use 1 uplift. If you really want uplift, I would just use 1. The difference, like extra 30% versus at level 17, it's 13%, right? It's not that huge in the grand scheme of things. It's okay. You can keep the 45 if you want. But I would maybe, instead of using full uplift, I would maybe put in improved dodge, especially on Vayne. Dice, do you know? So now the beatdown combo is very strong. You use the whole thing, but sometimes you need to rush it, right? Because maybe the boss is going away. Have I tested 10 uplift versus 15? Yeah, I actually use 10. I prefer 10. 15's okay, but like I use 10 on my right stone for my weapon. Oh, yeah, exactly, Caps. Exactly what you're saying, Cap. Exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Potent Green's very good. Potion Hoarder's very good. For anybody watching at home, Vayne does not need Guts, and Vayne does not need Auto Revive. Does anybody know the reason why before I spoil it? So yeah, Uplift can just get level 1. That's okay. I would use Improved Dodge because you may need to rush your beatdown. Once you've begun the swing animation, you can roll and cancel that hit to go to the next one. This is important for a few reasons. One, some of the hits are weaker than the others, so you can skip them if they're long. Things on like Omnis Zegolith, where you really need to get to the end, that could be very useful for. Additionally, if you're in link time, you can either do 1.5 beatdown, or you can dodge cancel and rush 2 beatdown finishers in a single link time, and then have a full gauge to do a 3rd beatdown after, if time allows. Who doesn't like a meme build with Guts already being applied to Vayne? Yeah, exactly. So that's the answer. Vayne can apply Guts to himself. That's the reason why you don't need it. He already applied to himself, which is sick. So yeah, regular Aegis is fantastic. Greater Aegis is good. I would remove 1 level of your Aegis, and here's why. If you drop that 13... Okay, actually, I have a question. Is it worth it to add a complete level 15 sigil that has sigil booster, so you get 17? Is 17 levels of Aegis better than 13 levels of greater Aegis? If you have 17 levels of Aegis already and you're at 37%, and you add another, and you go up to level 34, we go from 37 to 58. That's a difference of 21% HP. If we change from greater Aegis 17 to 30, it goes from 54 to 80 for a difference of 26. So even though it's less levels of greater Aegis, it's still better to cap the greater Aegis. You still have 1 level of Aegis for sure. 1 level of Aegis guaranteed. But I would put in well, a few different things. Really, I would run Stoutheart. I would run Stoutheart Steel Nerves on Vayne. Honestly, I would kill off an Aegis. Keep 1 Aegis, keep 1 greater Aegis. Right? Path to Mastery is really good on Summon if you're getting MSP, but I assume this is not part of your normal build, right? It's probably not part of your normal build. So like this can get replaced with anything of your choosing. Stoutheart. But yeah, Stoutheart Steel Nerves, very strong. Fatebreaker works in conjunction with those, so very strong. This build's pretty solid. You can replace Aegis Uplifts with Crab Vestment. Yes, yes, yes. If you have Crab Vestment, do that. Yes, 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 yes. That would be so strong. Absolutely do that. There you go. Now your HP went up and you got the 10% damage cut. So if you think about it this way, each defensive mastery is giving you 6% defense from your mastery trait, right? But the Crab Vestment's 10. So there you go. What is my favorite fight? Lucilius. And why isn't it Lucilius? Oh, it is. Yo, 7, you succeed to be near 100% damage with Fediel, but you feel like your damage is kind of weak, even abusing the 5 Supernova tree. Huh? What do you mean? I think that well, Fatebreaker's active in the Fatebreaker quest to increase your attack. Aren't you fine? As a rule of thumb, you always stick to flat stat is high percentage and good flat stat is low, then percentage isn't worth. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Also, yo, hi, Ava. I hope you're going great. Vayne does go Unga Bunga. So if I were to build Vayne real quick, if I were to build my Vayne real quick, right? Here's what we're going to do. I was doing some testing, so it was actually part of the video. You can see he still has the HP. I'm just going to do it from scratch. And then we can run a quest. Do we want to run a quest or do we just want to do Q&A? I'm okay with either one, honestly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to build Vayne. And we have a couple of options. We have the Booming Beatdown, which grants a lot of good damage and blocking. Damage taken while blocking goes down. We have His hostility style, which I don't really care too much. It has some drain, it has some other stuff. And then we have his supporter style, which is also not that great. I prefer booming beatdown, so we're going to go booming beatdown. We're going to reset all the trees. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, 10% less damage taken with block, HP, and damage cap. We want to activate each of these. HP, damage cap, I don't really care about either, but I guess we're going to do attack. And then we get all 4 points here. That's 10. This defense 5% couples with Steel Nerves and with Fate Breaker. I will check your skills after this. Pay attention to this mastery section dice, and then we'll check out your skills. Okay, so the tree we want is the resolve tree. If you're ever like cycling through this, you want resolve. So boom, we're gonna take the booming beatdown gauge up. We do the damage cap. Do the damage cap. And then we need to take 6 points of this. So what else do we take? I'm not running energy destruction. I could do triangle attacks go up. I could do critical hit, and I could do blight. We're not really inflicted with blight too often, but maybe in the conflux it's okay. Down here, perfect guards fill our SBA gauge. Booming beatdown goes up. Take less damage. Skill damage cap, HP, stun power. I think those are great. Defense sigil for sure. Damage cap, stun. Critical gauge goes up. This is huge. This against foes with weaker element. You'll be running War Elemental, so it's fucking crazy. Damage up on booming beatdown. Then we're going to go over to this other tree. We're going to fill out the 20 points from this section. Arm destruction we are running. Crit damage to increase our damage, because Vayne has kind of a difficult time hitting damage cap. Do I have a decent fairy setup? You run the Immortal build and you run Steady Focus as well. That'll put you at 100. I do not have her built yet, but that is what you would do. Damage cap. You don't have to run this. It is good damage, but if you're worried, you don't have to run this. Drakenstolz go up. Soul Eruption go up. I'm not running Rampart, but you could bring this if you wanted. So for now, we're at 18 points. And these are 2 floater points, right? You could put them in Rampart if you want. You could put them in this damage up. You could put them in the summons costing less. You could put them in the Primal Burst. I might put them in the crit for now. I'm going to put them in the crit for now, and then I'll leave a point. And we'll take a look at what our crit is. Our crit's 135, so we have some waste. So now we go back up here, and we look for where we slotted crit in earlier. We slotted crit in here, so now that can come out, and it can go into either of these, but since we don't really have a good choice, crit's coming out. So we go back down to where we put the crit in the bottom. Now this is a free point. We put it on Breakthrough if we wanted. If we want to run Breakthrough, we can put it there, right? And then we can run this attack, right? So Vayne's pretty nice with what he can choose to do. So now let's fill in our Growing Hostility tree, which is Insight. We have a shield when we enter combat. We can increase that shield, right? It is, when we start, we get a 30k shield and defense 3%. We could add this in if we wanted. We could also add defense 2% to make it up to 5. I'm going to choose the defense. From there, we have a couple of other options. Damage cap goes up. And then maybe we take attack up, but I don't really think we need to. We could put attack up on damage cap, like we could pop that in if we wanted. It's okay. And maybe we care about the defense 2%, maybe we don't. Skill cooldown, I don't care about. It's okay. We do HP. I like HP. Do you guys like HP? I like HP. I'm going to take HP. Down here, we have the damage cap. These essence ranks are not active. If you see the star requirements here, that means that you must have the points to use them. I'm not going to, because I don't have them. We can take the attack up, because again, it's a little hard to reach damage cap with him. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just speaking archaically. I'm going to take away this attack up, and we're going to add damage cap here on attacks. And yeah, that's Vayne's mastery traits. So I'm going to run, and we're making a build live, right? Next thing we're going to do is I really care about normal attack cap up. Now, with Vayne, he has a number of sigils he wants to run, like his Awakening and his Warpath. This makes it difficult to want to put Crab Vestments or Immortal Shell on the build naturally, right? Makes it hard. So you really want to optimize on his summons those difficult to slot in sigils, right? So we don't really have many of them available with normal attack, as you can see. We have a Stout Heart with normal, so we can pop that bad boy in. Now we have a Stout Heart active. Otherwise, it's difficult. But let's say you don't have very good summons yet, right? Let's say you don't really have them. So let's use what I can. I have an Aegis skill cap 30%. Sure, why not? We'll put that in. And then we have this Berserker Echo. It's not really normal attack. Let's just say we don't really have very good things, because I don't want to give you guys a super endgame build. Why would that make sense? And then, did you want to build him Terminus, or did you want to build him Ascension? He could be very tanky while using Terminus. Yo, Illa, whenever I'm testing on Dummy, I mention the benchmark being 200. Oh, only 200, not 250. Only 200. Only 200. That benchmark is the damage required. I had 4 players play a Defy Infinity quest with 200 million damage as their bench point, and we beat the Defy Infinity quests. That is why I say it's 200. Just because like that was the minimum needed to clear the fight. That was it. You're still trying to get used to Lucilius Mage? I probably killed him 600 times in the base game. I love Lucilius. What's my favorite meme build to run? Oh, that's a good question, Karma. Ooh. Let me get back to you on that. There are some really fun ones. I mean, I guess it depends on what you call a meme. There was this Ferry Slam that existed on Proto Bahamut. That was pretty interesting. Using Ascension for now, I will also use Ascension. I will say Vayne can be very tanky without Ascension. He's one of the few characters that just like does not care. I can show you that if you are interested, but if you want Ascension, like maybe you don't have your Terminus complete, then this is fine. So we're going to put in Warpath. And I don't have a useless one. I was going to put in something with a bad secondary because I don't have, but it's the only one I have, right? It's the only one I have. I have Awakening, a Warpath. Okay, from here, open question to you guys. What would you say now? Name three traits that you would say are mandatory. Hi, Shia. How are you? Also, yeah, Sickle, I could look at your fairy sometime. You could also post it in Discord. If you guys haven't already seen, we do have a public Discord. We've had it for about 10 years. We talk various games, and you can share your builds, and I can help you that way, too. Post it in both channels. You would like... Yeah, so my next video, CJ, is actually Tanky Terminus. It's Vayne the Tanky Terminus. Or the Terminus Tank. I haven't decided on a name yet. I was going to do the condensed defense build after seeing everybody wanted today, but I would rather release the 5-minute defensives video when the calculator is finished. To explain how lost you are with damage as the math seems all over the place this game, you're around 127% damage with basic attack on Fediel. Yeah, 127% is fine. The 27% is like wasted, but that's fine. A lot of attacks will be wasted. You're totally cool. 430 million's fine. It's good. It's good. Damage cap and the echoes. Duh. What about supplemental? On Vayne, very strong. So yeah, I do need to put in a Spartan, and we need damage cap. But the damage cap doesn't have... We don't have to worry about that too much. So we're going to do supplemental and Spartan Echo. With Spartan Echo, you have a number of options. If I can put in a Steel Nerves, I will put in a Steel Nerves. I do have a Steel Nerves. I also have an improved dodge. This I would say is mandatory on Vayne. And the reason why is what I was saying earlier, where you're rushing beatdown. That is why. It's also just, it's a good skill. And I happen to have Nimble Onslaught on my Warpath, so I get more invincibility and SBA. So I like improved dodge, not for the dodging. I use it. Well, I mean, if I want to dodge Lucilius, yes, this is very good on Lucilius. But most attacks, you're actually just going to triangle, right? You're just going to use Vayne's beatdown. Okay. Next. What do you guys think? Do you think Crab is required here? Do you think we should be running Crab? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not going to use Crab Vestment on the summon if I can help it. I'm just going to slot it in here and see if we can make it work. Hey, little baby hero. Let's see if we can make it work. So now we need defense, right? Now we need to slot in our different forms. We'll use Cascade. I'm a huge fan of Cascade before quick cooldown. So we need Cascade. And we could Cascade with Aegis. That's fine. Or we have a number of options here. We have a number of options. I'm going to sort by trait level because I have some already leveled. We have one with stun. Cool. We need our damage cap. We have another one with stun. We have one with health. Is our stun capped now? Our stun is not capped now. So we can take this one away. So now we have our stun capped. We still need another, 31 levels of decap. So we'll go down and we'll see what we have available. We have an Aegis and a Greater Aegis. So we'll slot in the Aegis. I'll move it down. I'll slot in the Greater Aegis. I'm kind of anal about this. I like to have things in pretty orders. And we need another point of supplement. We have a Greater Aegis with a supplement, so we can slot that in. Why not? Right? So now we have Stout Heart, Stronghold. It's part of my Rightstone. We have Aegis and Greater Aegis. I am missing Steel Nerves. I'm missing Steel Nerves, and I'm missing Fate Breaker. So now we take a look at Steel Nerves. And we have a Lumen Steel Nerves. We have Berserker Echo Steel Nerves. We have a Steel Nerves damage cap. So I'm going to take this Steel Nerves damage cap. And you know what? I'm going to just slot that right in. I'm going to move it so it's alphabetical. Now we can take out one of these damage caps. We go back up. And we're looking for Fate Breaker. Remember Fate Breaker's additive defense with Steel Nerves? So we're going to look over here. What do we have available? We do have a health. We can slot the health in. And now we need a stun. And do we have a stun with Aventus? Let's find out. We do have a stun with Aventus. So we can use that. Now, how is our build? We have Ventus, Damage Cap, Supplement, Berserker, Spartan, and War. We have Fate Breaker, Stout Heart with Steel Nerves. Stronghold is in the build. Improved Dodge, Crab Vestment. And we use Crab Vestment as a regular sigil just to show you that we could, right? We have Cascade and Nimble Onslaught. I'm not running Uplift right now, and I think that's fine. Is there anything missing here that you guys feel is Giga required? Maybe Potion Hoarder? Maybe Potion Hoarder. Tyler, I have not built Yoda myself. You forgot that you have Berserker improved dodge dice? Oh, there you go. Easy. Easy. Hell yeah. There you go. Vayne's basic square buttons already have huge gap closing distances. Yeah, it's really good. I love Vayne's gap closing with his square and with some of his triangles, but most of the time you're using improved dodge to cancel. Yeah, Potion Hoarder if you think you're gonna die. But look at this build. I've got the number of the beast. Right, we're running 660,000 HP. And we got the Ventus, we got the Fate Breaker. Like, we're looking okay, I think. It's not running Immortal Shell, and that's fine. And you could knock off some of this defensiveness if you want. Like, I can kill off an Aegis. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sigils. This is 24% bonus defense. Not a big deal. Oh, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's worth it to take away a basic sigil to add in Lumen or Aqua? Like, if I can run a Fate Breaker with Lumen and Aqua, do you think it's worth it? Or a damage cap. Maybe I have a damage cap that's that way. Like here I have a Terra damage cap. Is this a gain over the HP damage cap? I've already shown it off in other in my other video, right, about Immortal Shell. But I took away a 40% from basic and I added in a 70% from Terra. So it's a difference of 30% in our favor. It ends up being diminished, but basically 30% in our favor. I have removed Fatebreaker. So it is worth it. As long as you're not killing off your stun. That's where you draw the line. Stun. I have a double Fatebreaker, bro. Why? Why do I have 2 Fatebreaker? You want to run something? Shall we run something? What did I do, bro? I added an extra decap that's supposed to be supple. No, not supple. Ventus. I don't actually have a good Ventus. Oopsie. That's okay. We have one in stun power. Oh. Ventus, damage cap, supplement, Berserk, Spartan, Fatebreaker, War. Oh, is that a free slot that I'm working with right now? Am I just on free slot? Potion order. Oh, no, I did take out my Ventus. It's always good to double check. Ventus, damage cap, supplement, Berserker, Spartan, Fatebreaker, War Elemental. We have our Steel Nerves, our Stronghold, Improved Dodge, Potion, Crab Vestment, Stout Armor. I just made this on the fly, right? I just made this on the fly. Is what it is, right? Shall we run a quest and see how it fares? Maybe we'll get you guys a crab. Let's run Defy Infinity. Maybe we'll get a crab. As far as skills go, what are you running? Energy Destruction, Rampart, Drakenstolz, and Rift Divider. What am I running? Drakenstolz, Soul Eruption. These two I think are mandatory because this one's going to give you full healing with attack and defense up. This one's going to give you guts. I think these two are mandatory. The other two are literally what you choose, whatever you want. I like Arm Destruction for the stun. And then I actually use Heroic Beat for a gap closer. I don't know about you guys. I use it for a gap closer. You can take Rampart if you want. Things like the world has true mechanics that'll go through this. It'll pierce. It doesn't really matter. Breakthrough's okay because it'll give you attack boost, but it's not that great. Energy Destruction used to be very strong. Now it's whatever. And Rift Divider is okay, but I don't necessarily care for this either. Maybe it's okay. You could run Rift Divider if you want, but really the source of your combo, like the source of your damage is combo B, which is square, square, triangle, triangle. Oh, you can't. Okay, what can you do? What can you do? Whatever you want to hunt. We could do something else. Sure, why not? What do you want to hunt? I'm not picky. Your Magliel's also working on things, right? Right, Gad? So whatever, literally whatever you guys suggest a quest. You pick one. You pick a quest. So yeah, we just made a build live, you know? Just made a build live. But yeah, I don't need Potion Hoarder. I don't need Guts. I don't need Auto Revive. I'm just running it to show you that it's fine. There is also another use for Potion Hoarder. So like Improved Dodge has utility to rush your beatdown. Does anybody know the other use for potions? I feel like this was really common knowledge in base game, but maybe not so much in Endless Ragnarok. There is a really, really good use for potions. I think I want to make a video on things that are useful. What do you guys think? Would you guys want like a tips video? Like, here are some things you might not know. Where like, you may want to split your SBA to do 2 and 2. You may want to use 1 SBA to interrupt a mechanic. You may want to use all 4 to get a full link time. You may want to run improved dodge because your character can be optimized with it. You may want to run potion hoarder because the blue pots give you link time. You may want to run potent greens with extra potions so that you can cleanse yourself of debuffs. These types of things. Random question, but can a dragon summon roll with 100% damage cap? No. Because you saw someone in a match that has 2 dragons with 100% skill cap? No. How do you even see somebody else's summons? That's interesting. Rift Divider blocks attacks and you would mastery point grind quest? Yeah, we could do masteries. If you want mastery points, we should do the 4 dragons of the apocalypse. If you're getting mastery points, we should do this is the best quest. This is the best quest. It's better than slimes. Yo, Goro. Hey, Ren, it's been a while, man. This Ragnarok videos have been showing up on your feed. Yay, that's awesome. Do you play? You would like a video for these little mechanics? Yeah, I would be happy to make a video like that. I have a list of things that I want to do. It's just there's not enough time in the day. A mod that allows you to see other people's builds and equips. Oh, interesting. Thank you for telling me. I don't run mods myself. I think there's some really cool ones out there. I think they're really cool. You're still new? Nice. I have a lot of videos dedicated to new people, Goro. I hope you check them out. I think they're helpful. Use the DPS meter mostly to check your own damage, but it allows you to check other people's builds as well as post game. That's crazy. That's really cool. Blue potion gives you more link time? Yes. You pop it early. So, Jace, I'm going to use one as soon as we get into the quest. Just look at our link time. You'll see how much it grants. Just finished the defense video, Jason. Yay, thank you. So in 1 hour, I am leaving for the movies. I'm going to go see Spider-Man. I will go live again when we get home. I hope you guys will come by. I'll use a blue potion. We're at 0, and now we're at 2. It might be hard to see. Can you guys see it? So when you're attacking with Vayne, obviously the goal is to rush your beatdown as fast as you can, because your beatdown's your biggest source of damage. But it's okay to just use a regular attack like I just did without a combo in order to stack my booming beatdown. Because the sooner I get to 10, the better, right? So I'm not doing a very good job of that, and that's okay. Downtime is the perfect time to stack up Vayne's beatdown. I will purposely be doing attacks. Like I run into attacks, right? You should do this too. Now I'm at max. The next hit's going to give me supplementary. Look at that. So cool, right? This is where Vayne shines. So if I want to rush, look, I'm going to use my rolls. And that ensured that I got my beatdown finisher before I had to click link time. And before the dragon flies away. So if you want to rush your beatdown, you do square, square, triangle, roll the triangle, then finish. Square, square, triangle, roll the triangle, and then finish. And then I just pressed a regular triangle to get the block for my supplemental buff, and then I canceled. I rolled out of it. And I'm rushing right now because I don't want you to do that. And look, we finished. We finished the beatdown before. And we're going to block because it fills our gauge. Oh, that's the other thing too. We're filling our beatdown gauge by doing these blocks, not just our booming beatdown stacks. But if you look, we have a full gauge now. How cool is that? And I'm going to start the combo. But unfortunately, I didn't time that very well. We didn't have a completely full gauge, but that's okay. These are just like, I'm not playing Vayne super well right now. It's like our warm-up fight for the day. But just general tips, right? General tips. Just because you guys see me on Galanza a lot does not mean I can't play other characters. Actually, for a lot of you who have been around for a little bit now, which 3 characters would you say are my top? Let's see how well you guys know. I have 3 characters I really enjoy playing. Galanza's number 1. You also run into attacks, although not on purpose. But yeah, like, I'm just gonna blow all these. Look, if we all blow our potions, you just have a link time. It's crazy. But using combo A, which is a little faster to get out your triangles, that can be very useful to get your triangles up for blocks on attacks. Or you can do combo C, which is basic, power. Or it's power, and that's kind of like a longer combo chain, but you kind of change what you're doing based on when you need to actually be blocking. Love and Bane. Yo, Mort, thank you very much. Is it Fostamort? Lance and Percy. Ooh, Lancelot is my number 2. But Vayne is actually number 3. And then Percival is number 4 right now. I like the 5 knights. Okay, I'm gonna rush. Oh, we killed him. But I would have been able to rush that last beatdown before link time was over. Yeah, the blue potions are good. Yo, Jason. I appreciate you guys. I've been working really hard on these videos, and they take a long time. The best part about having a beatdown ready is you guard a lot of attacks. I don't actually get this finisher because I blew out some gauge doing the link attack. I love Vayne. He's so tanky. But you guys may notice I've basically been at full HP the whole fight, which means what? What would you guys discern from this? I would discern that my effective HP is way too high and that I could become way more squishy. I know it's not a Defy Infinity quest, but you get what I'm saying. I'm a Vayne in a Vayne bubble, baby! Boom. You also get a free combo finisher when you link. But now I'm full HP because I was just standing and stuff for fun. I actually want him to crush my HP. Hurt me, please. The reason why I want this to happen is because we have stacks of guts right now. Oh, actually, my guts was down. My bad. I wanted to use Soul Eruption. Boom, full heal. And we keep our stacks of booming beatdown when we die. How awesome is that? If we do a full chain here, we will have 100% link time. I actually think we'll do it even if we do 3 links, but yeah. Vayne and Galanza have been your 2 favorites. Yay! I love them. Vayne's my number 3. Then Percy. And then Siegfried's bringing up the rear. And I already have a full beatdown. But yeah, Vayne's like awesome, man. You've been farming the Conflux? Nice, Velvet. How are you? You doing well? You run Enhanced Guard just so that it'll be okay while you're beatdowning? Fair. Fair. Yo, Clutch. Greetings to you two. How are you today? Boom. Be very careful when activating your combo finisher. It will interrupt your attack chain before you have finished it. So you sometimes will interrupt a really strong attack. Oh, bro, this guy's dead. On my screen? See how I just skipped the first 3 hits? Boom! What a photo finish. What do you guys think? Vayne's pretty cool. I think Vayne's pretty cool. And so yeah, his regular basic attack can go so far. Watch this. And then you can guard when you're out of it to go a little faster. Otherwise, if you don't guard, you'll do this. Which is like... But if you want to go really far... Nice and easy. Just got off work. You're new to Grand Blue. Awesome. I never played the gacha and I haven't played the fighting game, but I've heard good things. I love Relink. Who are you playing right now? Who are you playing at the moment? You've been grinding this exact quest for MSP? Hell yeah, Goro. For the mastery breaks? Yeah, you're basically trying to do like your Monster Hunter, like high, like your master rank. That makes sense. I actually did okay with honors on Vayne. Normally, I don't do so well. I'll change the build to make it a little less tanky. We'll just show. Substitute captain is fucking awesome. 650k HP, and then just 100% substitute is so good. Yo, Foss, thank you. I actually wanted to play more Siegfried. He's just not ready yet. He's not online. Oh, but I did get some items to work on things. Let's see how far we can get. Can I make a video of Twayun and how to build her debuffs properly? I don't have my Twayun finished yet. I would want to finish her before that happens, but I could. Are you guys down to do Gray Gear Reverberance? Are you guys down to do a little bit of help getting Siegfried finished so that we can play him in some videos? Basically, I don't want to make a video for a character I'm not intimately built on, because I feel like it's a little disingenuous. It's nice to be like, this is how I played when I was leveling up, but I think it's yeah, I think it's a little hard. I don't want to be like, I don't want people to be like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Using Lancelot right now, yay! I'm gonna use Lancelot right now. I'm gonna use Lancelot right now. This is the build. It's got a nimble defense and a nimble onslaught. They do not work together. The invincibility is only 2 seconds, but I'm using it for the SBA skill and the defense HP. But really, it's just because it's on the same one sigil. I thought. Maybe it's not. Oh, you know what it is? I have onslaught on my weapon, and then it just happens to be on the supple. That's why. Yeah, I'm gonna use Lancelot. For this, we are going to run Schwartz for SBA. We're going to run Southern Cross. Well, it gives attack up to. We're going to run multi-hit for... And thank you guys for subbing on both YouTube and on Twitch. Like, I appreciate it. Any monetary value that you guys provide helps me continue to, like, put out good content for you guys, you know? Yeah, so I really, really appreciate it. It's very helpful, whether it's Twitch Prime or regular subs, or, like, we have people giving some donations on Coffee, which is kind of like Patreon. It means the world to me because it allows me to continue being a full-time content creator. This build hit the 200k mark. What do you mean 200k? Do you mean 200 million damage? The Vayne build with Booming Beatdown is hard to gauge on a 60-second score attack because you don't have Booming Beatdown beat and you're getting beatdown gauge faster in a real fight. But this Lancelot one, for sure. Yeah, we're running Blade Impulse for gap closing. We're running Luft for the mirror image. We're not running the supplementary. Yep, we're going in. This build here goes up to 600 million. Rosetta is really cool. I haven't played her yet in the expansion, but she's really cool. Five Nights, who's the fifth? Galanza. Galanza. Not really, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Can I explain weak points? You don't understand it when you're trying to use the weapon with weak point? Weak point's useless. It's increasing your damage, but it's pre-damage cap. But it's basically useless. If you're using War Elemental, you're going to have Superior Element, and then weak point is like, you know, the part of the body that's weak, but like, it's basically useless. You find the Sir Barrel test very useless. The DPS overlay is super useful in testing what changes in the build, actually. That would require you to mod the game, and I do not mod my game. So Sir Barrel is not very useless. You understand? Yeah, for me, I'm not playing with mods, so very useful. I'm getting a lot of resets. So the reason why I like bringing my mirror image, in addition to just dodging with improved dodge, I am using Fight Over Fight in the build right now, and I did just use a dodge with it, but I use my triangle when I can help it, is, I don't like being hit. I want the resets for Avalanche, so I run the mirror image, and then I don't drop my stacks. So even though you get a little bit of a damage loss if you do use Flight Over Fight, you can use his regular triangle on attacks you're confident with. And then you can use regular dodge Flight Over Fight on attacks you're not confident with. And then you keep your 9 stacks of Avalanche, which is a bigger gain than the damage you lose from the couple of seconds of Flight Over Fight. You know what I mean? You guys want to see a trick? I'm still gonna get my SBA. Well, I may not. I don't care if I don't. Like, this guy's gonna die anyway. Oh, I am. Look, I'm already at 90%. And I gave away SBA to people with it. Normally, you cannot give away SBA to people who have already used it, but because I have a skill that grants it with Schwartz, I was able to go last and give my SBA to them. How cool is that? How cool is that? So now they're already at 20%. How cool is that? A 60-second test doesn't really tell how strong a character is. It does if the rotation would be the same in a real fight. My Lancelot can stick to bosses, including Lucilius. So my damage on a training dummy is pretty similar to what I can do in a real fight. And some characters actually do more damage in a real fight, like Vayne. So if you look, MVP got 33 million honors, and I got 32. I don't know how much damage I did, but I would wager that I did an okay amount. A lot of characters are significantly stronger, but the training dummy is not to show what your damage would actually be. It is to show how to practice your rotation. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there are things that changed in real fight, sure. Is the training dummy perfect? No. But it's not useless. It's good for practice. It's really good for practice. I wouldn't say it's useless. I think that is a little, like, disingenuous, right? I think it's very helpful. A lot of people use it for damage cap. A lot of people use it to practice the rotations and how the things should go. Just because you don't find it useful doesn't mean it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a training dummy in Final Fantasy XIV. Empirically helpful for millions of hours across millions of players. Does it help you with a Savage or Ultimate fight? No. Does a training dummy in Monster Hunter help you with a real fight? No, you still need to know the mechanics of the boss, but it teaches you the nuances of your weapon. So they're useful. It's just not the most... I think maybe that's what you're trying to say, Kepper, is like, it's just not the most useful, right? It's helpful, but it's just not a one-to-one. And that's it. That's it. What would I say is the best mastery for Fane? Booming Beatdown. Booming Beatdown. CJ, if this is the rotation you wanted to see, the one I just dealt, I'll show you. Just be careful not to save my game. Yo, Jel. My analysis on all sources of defense helped you with rebuilding your character loadouts and making them a bit tankier without dropping too much damage. You're welcome. That was my goal. Oh, I'm so happy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome. Yo, Mog. What are honors? They're just like points you get from doing various things in the fight. You know, they're whatever. I'm not going to use that link attack. You can sometimes get one pretty fast. I'll use the second one. I'm skipping my gap closer. Blade Impulse is technically not used for damage in this rotation. And I said I would use the second link time, so I'm using the second link time. That is a long animation at the end of Schwartz. You can cancel it. Southern Cross is the bulk of our damage. So CJ, you wanted to know if this rotation beats 200 million? I'll let you decide. Yeah, I'd say we do 200 million. I would say we do 200 million. Some people just look at the 60-second speedrun on Sir Beryl and just think characters like Vayne are weak. Oh, no, yeah, Kep, I agree with you, and it's useless in that regard, right? It's not a... How do I want to say this? Okay, I'm gonna say a sentence, and then you guys tell me if you think that it is... Also, Cheese, you called off of work. It is going to be raining here, too. When I get back from the movies, I should prioritize getting you into a lobby. I'm going to say a sentence, and then you guys tell me if you believe that this is true or you believe this is false. And then we could do more MSP farming. I believe that the training dummy is good to practice a character, but is completely worthless when ranking characters to one another. And I would go as far as to say it is not so helpful when comparing which mastery tree you want to focus on, because some of them simply are not functional against Sir Beryl. But it is good to understand the basics of your character. What do you guys think? Like, if you just want to understand how things work, right? Like, okay. Hey, Rin, what about Vayne? How did you practice booming beatdown on the training dummy? I'm glad I asked. Thanks, me. Thanks, me. I'm glad I asked. Here is how you could do a booming beatdown run. Practice. Am I able to do a Seophone run on the dummy? I can't yet because I'm learning Seophone. I never unlocked him in the base game. I'm leveling him up now. I think he just hit 40. Sir Beryl, I want to attack. I am going to use my triangle to proc a booming beatdown, and I will roll out of the way to avoid dealing damage. So that way the damage can stay at 0. The problem is Beryl does not attack once you start railing him. Theoretically, Vayne, true or false chat, theoretically Vayne, once I get my 10 stacks and I do his rotation, it should be the weakest that he could be, because Beryl will not hit me anymore. Theoretically, it should be his weakest. In a live fight, you will get many more beatdowns. PSA, don't save on the ship. Yup, you got it. You got it. We're about to get our 10th stack. I'll go one more for the supplemental. And we'll just do 2 booming beatdowns. I don't think he has War Elemental on. I think Lancelot's using his War Elemental. Even better. This is my absolute weakest. I'll use 1 link. That's also disingenuous when people are using, you know, they're using a bunch of link times on the boss. Oh yeah, Cheese, I was saying we're going to be going to the movies in about a half an hour. So 173 million with, what am I using? Oh yeah. Dude, I'm totally missing. I'm missing damage cap. I'm missing my War Elemental. Like, bro. You see what I mean? Vayne's great. He just, you know? Support builds get overlooked. They do. They do. It's not right. So get off of the ship before we do a quest. You do not want to save your game on the ship. I do not want to ready us up for a quest if you guys are not in the town. I'm protecting you. Protecting you. Yo, Absolute Malix, you love the defense video. You want to point out for the short and more organized defense video, I should consider accounting for shields. Yeah, so that's actually something I go in depth with in Final Fantasy XIV. And I plan on doing it here too. I actually talked about shield gating, but I didn't actually show the applications. For example, Vasaraga with 3 garrison for 70% multiplicate. Yeah, if you remember in the video, absolutely. I don't know if you watched the whole thing. I did touch on shield gating, and then I made a Warframe reference. Yeah, so 1 HP shield gate builds are invaluable. Gandagoza does it very well as well. Okay, I needed materials. Yeah, I hope I enjoy the movie. Yeah. So time zone, it's in like a like a half an hour. But thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you for coming by. You want to try 14? You heard it's pretty good. It's got the best raids I've ever played. Ace, it's got the best raids I've ever played in an MMO. Guranza. We're almost, dude, Siegfried's almost online. So the 2 videos that were leading the polls, I need Frostbeast Horns and Carnage Pulse Units. Pillar of Yoi. Gray Reverberance. The two builds that were leading the polls were Vasaraga and Siegfried. I'll ask y'all, since you're here live, you will influence my decision between Vasaraga, because I said Vasaraga, Lancelot, or Siegfried. Which video are you guys the most interested in? Or Tanky Vayne? Those are the choices. Like the Terminus Tank Vayne, not the Ascension. I already did an Ascension, now I can do Terminus. Which one of those would you like to see? What's the point of the crit weapon if you're already at 100% crit rate? You're not at 100% crit rate while you're going through the story. Why? Is somebody using a crit weapon? Vasaraga? Okay. I have my Vasaraga ready. He's online. He's already 55. I think there's a lot that could be added to the training dummy that isn't. Like, you could set it to Chaos Plus so that Fate Breaker's active. The problem is when you do that, it basically dies in a single hit. To have an update to the Immortal build in Galanza? Kind of want to steal my build for Galanza. Yeah, so there is an updated video. You saw that one already? I haven't done an update to the update yet because we learned some things with the defense video today. I'll be changing it again. When I change it again, I think I'll make a new video. I'll keep it short if I can, like 5 minutes. You haven't voted in the poll because the other options look even more juicy to you than the 4 presented. Oh yeah, so if the poll options are not something appealing, leave a comment. Leave a comment with what you'd prefer. You're asking in general? Oh, so like the way I look at it is that Defender Stunner, and Stinger are meant to get you to max Ascension, and then you ditch them forever. I feel like the point of having those weapons maxed is to get their traits. Nyan pass. I'm not going to do that, Link. I want to finish my combo. We got a spin build going on. I could see it. Oh, you're dead. Wait, was that it? Huh? I think I need to kill it like 3 times. Huh? That's so funny. I didn't even get to rush a flashpoint. Actually, now that's a chance. I'll take that personally. Yeah, I need to do this like 2 more times. You have a friend who has a Vast build which does 53 million damage in 1 charge. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, Voss can do some good damage. Voss can do some good damage. He was actually one of the first characters I true soloed Proto Bahamut with in base game. Didn't you have to use those weapons to activate their traits? You don't have to use them. Nope. Nope. They are. You should be leveling all of your weapons, Jal, because those passives are just active on every weapon you have. When you get the mastery for them, it's for your character, not for your weapon. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. You didn't expect this, did you, buddy? Took a while for you to realize they were passives as well, James. Yeah, you've been missing those bonuses. Yep, go get them. Go get them. You will thank yourself. You will thank yourself 100%. So yeah, like that's really where our crit comes from, right? Is once you fully max your, is it the Stinger or the Stunner? I think it's the Stinger. Stun should be stun. Yeah, once you do that, like it's smooth sailing. What do I have now? 21, one more. Yeah, you do that, and it's gonna be like, I think you have 95% crit rate or something like that. Bro, stop moving. I just want to do it for the memes. Why not, right? This guy's so fast. We deserve this. You know what? We deserve this. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. But yeah, Jal, now you're going to be fine. Now you're good. Also, meme builds. I think Turbine Galanza is a pretty good meme build. But like I said before, I liked the Fairy Slam in the old days. It was a pretty cool one. I feel really bad. Okay, I feel really bad when you guys leave comments on videos while I'm live streaming and I miss it because we're doing the stream. Please forgive me. Like, I will get to things, right? I want to read everybody's stuff, and I want to comment and respond and let you guys know that you're appreciated and you're seen. But sometimes it's difficult when you're just like hunting, right? You're just like, oh, let's do the next quest, you know? So thank you for your patience. I want to make sure that's known. Nobody's more important than anybody else, right? We're all just people who love the game. I appreciate you guys, and I don't want anybody to feel like they're invaluable because I appreciate everybody. I wouldn't be able to do this I wouldn't be able to be a content creator without your support. So thank you. Thank you very much. You attempted to use the Galanza Beyblade? It was fine. You were good. You were jamming. You were jamming. Your mommy says you're special. Every single one of you. Actually, no. You know what? That's a lie. That's a lie. Also, I got a new haircut today. What do you guys think? I got my Digicrest on. Got my Digicrest. I think it looks okay. But out of... Okay, can we keep a secret? You and me? Out of every single person watching the stream right now, you are the most important. You're my favorite. Don't tell everybody else. Like don't tell them. Don't tell them. You, okay? You. Just don't tell anyone. Now I need Frostbeast horns. They should make Overdrive Assassin to where you could take enemies out of Overdrive faster. That would actually be so cool. Like drain the meter. Like just drain the meter off. That'd be sick. I'm gonna need a lot of materials, aren't I? Dude, how did I already forget what I need? It was added to the list. It said it was on the list. Oh, it's the dreaded tail. Hola. Hexachrome quartz dice? You're gonna need to do your infinity quests. That's where you'll get them, your infinity quest. Yep. Yep. Hi. It's like when you're doing Kefka Ultimate, and he goes, "Who am I talking to? You, of course. Why, oh, you?" And he just like looks directly at the screen. Oh yeah, it's totally great. Anyways, Vulcan Bola Alpha phase is going down. Time to break them. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Galanza's going hard. We're going home. Oh, we already pushed into Auxilium? Dude, this music's a vibe. Oh, hey, wait. How many of you watched the entire defense video without skipping around? If nobody, that's okay. I had a question for feedback. Or like if you weren't skipping around, if you just like watched a decent chunk of a section. But yeah, you're just gonna get that from doing your Infinity Quests dice. It'll be okay. I'm gonna use this in my next video. This track's so good. Okay, my question for feedback purposes is, how were the audio tracks that I selected? At first, I thought it would be weird to just have me speaking with no music. I thought like maybe the audio levels might be a little jarring for people. And then I hoped I picked good music. I basically just really like Beelzebub. But I also used some Zathba. Oh, that's okay, Ava. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching it. But yeah, I wanted feedback. Like, I appreciate any part of the video you guys watched. But I feel like if you watched the whole thing, then there was the cadence of the music as it changed. This damage output is alarming. Garanza! So cool. You didn't even realize there was music in the background, so it was great? Okay, good. Because the music had lyrics too, and I thought maybe it would be disrupting. But it's like, you know when you're trying to sleep and sometimes you'll turn on white noise? Or like to like calm your dogs down or something? There'll be like white noise or rain. That was what I tried to do. I just turned the volume down, and I put on some white noise. The only one you did not complete is Beelzebub? Okay. We have to do Beelzebub. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. If I use this song, would that be good? I'm really, like, I'm enamored by this track right now. I'm going to use the music that I used in the first Galanza video for my Vasaraga video, because it is Vasaraga's song. I feel like we owe it to the king. Wait, did we skip Auxilium in the last kill? No. I don't think so. No, we saw Auxilium. Sorry, I was having a brain moment. Also, oh my god. Bro, I didn't even mention the concussion in today's video, and there were still people reaching out saying like, "Hey, hope you've been doing okay. Hope you're recovering okay." And my heart, guys, you guys really care. I appreciate that so much. It means a lot to me. Did I have a Lancelot build video? I do. Yes, I do. Oh my god, I was trying to hit his arm like it was a crab. Just try. Dude, sometimes when I use Martial Spear, I think he's saying back shots. See? He said it. I swear he said it. Also, we just take that to the face because we can. We are immortal. Oh, crud. Yeah, we have a Lancelot video. I actually don't know if the exclamation Lancelot command will work. Unfortunately, I can't have a chatbot on YouTube while I have one on Twitch. I don't know why it's like that, but I have to figure it out. You just have Lucilius left to do? You're scared to death of that one? I think Lucilius is okay. Like I said, he's my favorite fight. Yeah, let's do your bubs. Let's do your bubs. Maybe I'll play Siegfried. I could do one more quest, so if we want to do bubs, we could do bubs. And I'll run Galanza. I'll run Galanza so we have a good bubs. Yeah, so Garrison, you suck, Garrison. Oh, a little bit of hit, little tip here. Guard payback. This is for Beelzebub. The stun gauge on a perfect guard when he's in his phase with the giant shield helps a lot. Bro, it helps a lot. In my opinion. Simply in my opinion. Oh, do I have I have an Incendo. I'm taking out Stoutheart from the build. Yo, it's coming out. So you better get this party started. They're coming out. They're coming. I might run a quick cooldown. Or an improved dodge. Why not? Actually, I kind of want to run a firm stance. I haven't run it yet on this quest. I don't even know how it's going to feel. Why is my mastery trait 19? What? I was doing that damage without that on? Okay, let's do this. BGM / BGM 100 / BGM 100. Yeah, during deathmatch you have Stoutheart. You hit him with the last hit of Eye of the Storm if you do it this way. Easy, Baba. Little cheeky perfect guard there. Oh, you're going to Smothered Mate. Get my combo started. So I knew he was coming back after 2 dodges, in case you guys are wondering. I should have actually just finished the attack and let him... I shouldn't have gone for the perfect. I knew he was... Anyways, I knew... Yeah, I knew he was going to come back after 2 dodges. That's why I did that. I'm way too tanky, but it's fine. Oh, hey, we're going to do this throne relative. Okay, chat? Repeat after me. Throne relative. Bloodthirst. I always forget the name of Bloodthirst. The first one's a guard. The second one's going to be a dodge. You can just eat it if you want. So we're doing this throne relative. What does that mean? Our throne is north? When we're dodging mechanics? Oh, also, did you guys know that Lancelot can use Glaciate on Beelzebub? And it'll work. It's actually pretty sick. It's one of my favorite things about Lancelot in this fight. How's it going, Vermilion? Great. How are you doing? I'm doing great. We're about to see a movie. We had a successful day with an upload. I spent probably like 13 hours working on the video from the formulation of how I wanted to test things, what I didn't know already, and I still missed some things. Like I didn't check some other character stuffs. And then editing. And then I posted it on Reddit. I had a nice formulated post there as well, breaking down the formula. We had a great day. Yeah, we got a full link here. We'll get a full link time. It's kind of cool, actually. Sigofrido! Rakam! Are we going to break him? Dang it. Okay, so... I think he does 3 now. Yeah, it might be like Akmorn, where he does 1 more each time. Bye. Okay, Hail to the King. Throne relative. He's going to start knocking off walls, and it will tell us where our safe spots are for the knockbacks later. Granted, you could just use the red when you see it, but honestly, he's breaking Northeast. You see how Northeast is broken here? And you see how the other section of Northeast is broken? Holy crap, what was that? Yay! BGM 100. Oh, I'm not in Stoutheart. I am what I am. Okay, and then because we're Galanza, we get in the purple. Oh, dude's dead. My end. I'm just yapping. Chaos Caliber Ignition. It's a dodge first. Bro's gonna do some guards, I guess. And you don't have to do a perfect guard. You just have to guard. Anyways, you can remember where your walls are for your safety, right? So I remember that throne relative northwest was safe. So just your regular guard. Smothered mate going away. There's my throne, here's northwest. You'll see these walls are here. As I get into eye of the storm, I've no fear. Dude, I can't believe I let him hit me. I'm like talking about the red attack, and I just like, I'm just yeeted. Galanza really doesn't care. Hail to the king! You're gonna go sleep in a few minutes, Ava? Since it was a video about defenses, you think it was missing a note about low HP Aegis and greater Aegis? No. It was not an effective HP guide. That's not what I was doing. It was additive versus multiplicative gains on defensive types. That was all. And somebody else made that same comment. If I started talking about shields and HP, I think I would have lost a few people. I actually had some friends who were like, yeah, if you started talking about more of this, like my eyes would have glossed over. Yeah, it was simply what is additive, what is multiplicative, and how do they interact with each other. Obviously, HP is additive. I did talk about the HP interaction on Garrison and Stronghold. So, you know, that was already taken care of. Blech. I really don't like not running Stout Heart. Also, that attack like SBA locks you, which is kind of like crap. Oh, I knew I had to dodge. I held the guard. I got the one. Sorry, I'm like thinking about the movie right now. I'm playing like a fool. You'll have to forgive me. You don't have to forgive me. I just hope that you will. I lost my stacks. You actually see a target arrow on which one you're going to be hit by. I'm just thinking about the movie. Oh. Yeah, enjoy your breakfast, cheese. Enjoy your breakfast. If I happen to pull another marathon stream, And you have an unused Prime, you'll use it. I'll be live again later, Ava, just not for right now. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys dropping your primes and your bits and your subs. Like, it means a lot. It does. It means a lot to me. Never, ever, ever, ever gonna go unappreciated. Also, it occurs to me that I'm gonna start linking my Discord server more often because people have been asking about it. We got a link time. Let me feel the power. Yeah. Dude, we have like pseudo Stoutheart, man. I still get knocked by some things. Bros, chaos shifting. Can we get another? Can we get another set of SBA? Oh crap, that was a dodge. Crap. Yeah, we should be done with this quest in like 3 minutes. Oh, I got rolled into. Be mindful. When that attack is going off, you can actually hit other people. We're going into Los Endos now, basically. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Yo, Dancing Lights, thank you. We got a full burst. Hopefully we can skip Los Endos. Wait, did be he just I didn't even compare that Los Endos is basically the end. That's so funny. Dude, Lucilius is like, that's mine. Hi, hi. Beelzebub will fight you like you're in a team-based fighting game, and happy birthday you. Hitting 2 people at once? That's what I'm saying. It's like crazy. Oh, we're not going to finish him. At the end. It's the birth of a new king. Dude, I like how Galanza 2 is just like a battle for kings. Okay, question chat. Do you guys know when Bubs is going to do his knockback mechanic? The answer is he will do a bubble with the four corners, which he's doing now. He will do one follow-up mechanic, then he will teleport, and then he will do the knockback. And if you look, this is the safe wall. I'm just going to stand right here because I'm confident. He's going to teleport. Satisfy me. And as you can see, this is the safe spot. That's how it works. In case anybody did not know, that is how it works. If there is a wall, it will be safe. Throne relative. I think he's going to do another attack, and then he's going to teleport and do another knockback. Yeah, but we break him. Idiot. Get him, Williness! Get him, Williness! Dude, Williness looks so cool. Have you guys seen Williness? Somebody showed me what he looks like recently. Oh, he's so cool. Hi, bud. As a Dragoon main, you've already fallen off the platform. Me too. I started the game as a Dragoon. And Galanza does use a spear. Ogi! Okay, next time you guys clear the world, I want you to look outside the arena and tell me it's not the Golden Bahamut platform. It's even got the little like sigil stuff that people like to run out and take a screenshot on. Swear to God. No word of a lie. Also, please tell me I changed the bit rates around and stuff. So is stream looking clear? Is it fuzzy when we're in hunts? Like, what is it looking like? Grats on your clear of Bubs. Now you should have one more Defy Infinity quest. We got Damage Cap Chain Burst and Improved Guard. You should have one more quest. It's like Squid Game, you know, one more quest. One more quest. I have to go for my movie. Actually, when you guys heard me say, oh, I'm going to be down this quest in 3 minutes, it was me being cheeky because my partner came in and I was notifying them that I was wrapping up and I was not unconscientious of the time. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll have like multiple conversations at once and people don't know that I'm talking to like multiple people, right? So it's like, you know, my mother-in-law will come in and will need something and I'll say something to you guys that is relevant. I'll be like, oh, and by the way, my air conditioner's acting up and I got, and you know, it's like, it's their nod that I'm like paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Live by the sword, die by the spear. Thank you guys for joining. That was awesome. I need to learn Seiphon later. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to give you the link to my Discord. That is where you can find me. And also, I'm gonna do like socials and stuff at the end of stream, right? So this is also my Ko-fi. If anybody feels that they want to like follow along with the track, I'll keep updates to projects. If you do want to support financially, you can too, but never expected. But I want to keep progress there. When we did a damage calculator for damage reduction in Final Fantasy, I kept all of my updates on that website. So I'm going to do the same thing with the calculators here. And that way you guys can see the progress and how it's coming along. I want to be very transparent. So nobody's like, where is, it's been like, you know, it's been a while. Where is this video? Where is this content? And you guys can keep updates with exactly how far along we are with everything. Because I feel like that is, I'm big on communication. You know, I think it's important. I think communication is very important. But yeah, thank you guys very much for coming by. I appreciate it. I am going to go to the movies now. I will be back in 3 hours. I actually don't know how long Spider-Man is. Whenever it's done is when I'll be back. Yeah, and then when we come back, I'll probably open the stream by going for the True Solo, the Worlds, just to warm up, and then we can open up the lobby and do some build breakdowns for people. You just want to at least have the minimum requirement before progressing, George? Yeah, I think that's fair. You're in the final stretch for your base game. That's fair. Get your characters up the way you want. Nobody can tell you you're playing the game wrong. It's however you feel. You're not verified on Twitch because you don't want to give them your phone number, James. That's totally fine. I have verified mode on Twitch because we get a lot of bots that come in, and so it kind of like filters them out. Yeah, I'll be back when I get back, Goro. Like a dragon. All right, you guys take care. Much love. Bye-bye.